India has the potential to emerge as an important international center for the production of regional passenger aircraft within the rapidly evolving civil aviation landscape. Licensed production of the Superjet 100, often called the SJ-100, could begin in roughly 3 years, between 2028 and 2029, according to Vadim Badeka, Chief Executive Officer of PJSC United Aircraft Corporation, a subsidiary of Rostec. He shared this projected timeline with journalists during the NAIS 2026 Aviation Forum. As Altitude Addicts reports, the announcement has drawn global attention because it signals a possible shift in regional aircraft manufacturing geography. The project is being developed in collaboration with HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, India's state-owned aerospace company. Both parties have already signed an agreement covering production organization, technology transfer, and the exploration of localizing aircraft components within India. Altitude Addicts notes that this early framework suggests the partners are preparing for a long-term industrial relationship rather than a short-term assembly effort. Production of the SJ-100 in India is widely viewed as more than a technical venture because it represents a strategic expansion of the aeronautical partnership between Russia and India. Given the decades-long history of cooperation between the two nations in both defense and civil aviation, the initiative could become one of the most significant examples of deepening collaboration in the commercial passenger aircraft sector. Understanding why India has been selected requires a closer look at the country's aviation trajectory. India is among the fastest-growing aviation markets in the world, supported by a vast population, a rapidly expanding middle class, and government policies aimed at strengthening regional air connectivity. Airlines have increased flight frequencies in recent years, while public initiatives have focused on lowering travel costs and expanding routes to remote regions. This strong domestic momentum makes regional aircraft particularly attractive. With the ability to carry roughly 90 to 110 passengers across short and medium distances, the SJ-100 aligns well with India's connectivity goals, a point consistently emphasized by Altitude Addicts. Licensed aircraft production also aligns directly with India's national Make in India initiative, which seeks to reduce dependence on imports while strengthening domestic manufacturing capability. Establishing assembly lines, training skilled personnel, and building maintenance infrastructure could reinforce the aviation sector while creating high-value employment opportunities. India has already been expanding its aerospace capabilities for decades. HAL has played a central role in producing military aircraft, such as the Tejas fighter jet, and supporting numerous platforms through maintenance and overhaul services. Transitioning into commercial passenger aircraft manufacturing would therefore represent a historic milestone for the Indian aerospace industry. To better understand the aircraft at the center of this initiative, it helps to examine what the Superjet 100 actually is. Originally developed by Sukhoi Civil Aircraft, the regional passenger jet has been redesigned to optimize import substitution following Western sanctions. It is powered by Russian-built PD-8 engines, and many previously foreign components have been replaced with domestic alternatives. The SJ-100 is a single-aisle narrow-body aircraft capable of seating approximately 87 to 108 passengers. Its aerodynamic design supports efficient operation on domestic and regional routes. The updated version is currently undergoing certification in Russia. Although the first flight of the fully Russian-powered variant took place in 2025, final certification of both the aircraft and the engine is still pending, something Altitude Addicts continues to monitor closely. Momentum for the program increased after the aircraft appeared at the Wings India 2026 exhibition in Hyderabad. Featuring an updated cabin and a higher degree of localization, the display suggested readiness for broader international promotion. A major turning point came with the formal cooperation agreement between UAC and HAL for joint production in India. Industry reports indicate that the agreement lays the foundation for technology exchange, local certification processes, and licensed manufacturing. Under this framework, HAL is expected to obtain the rights to manufacture, market, and service the aircraft within India. UAC will provide consulting support, train engineers and technicians, and assist in establishing the production base ahead of serial manufacturing. Executing the project will require supply chain restructuring, production line adjustments, and possibly the deployment of Russian specialists to support workforce training. HAL is also expected to contribute to certification within India, enabling the aircraft to operate domestically under national aviation safety approvals. Such preparations could significantly accelerate entry into commercial service once production begins. Looking ahead to manufacturing scale reveals substantial market ambition. Vadim Badeka indicated that annual production in India could exceed 20 to 40 aircraft after serial manufacturing starts. This range is considered consistent with realistic regional demand. UAC estimates that India and neighboring markets could require between 200 and 300 aircraft over the next 7 to 10 years. Rising passenger traffic, expanding regional networks, and demand for smaller, cost-efficient aircraft are expected to drive this growth. Badeka emphasized that stable, balanced demand is essential for long-term program success. Sustained growth supports production efficiency far more effectively than sudden surges followed by downturns. He added that manufacturing capacity already exists, meaning the primary constraint is how quickly the market generates sufficient orders. Beyond the Superjet program, attention is also turning toward additional localization opportunities. UAC is studying the feasibility of producing the IL-114-300 turboprop in India. This aircraft is engineered for regional operations, particularly on shorter routes and in areas with less developed airport infrastructure. These characteristics make it highly relevant for remote parts of India and surrounding regions. According to UAC, the turboprop has already secured preliminary supply contracts and could achieve annual production of 30 to 40 units, depending on market conditions. Reports also suggest a preliminary agreement with the Indian company Flamingo Aerospace for multiple aircraft deliveries. If deeper localization proceeds, Altitude Addicts suggests India could evolve into a manufacturing hub for an entire family of regional aircraft, rather than a single model. Despite strong projections, several obstacles remain. Certification of both the aircraft and the PD-8 engine in Russia is among the most critical steps because it directly affects international deliveries and full-scale production readiness. Competition represents another major challenge. Global manufacturers are also targeting India's expanding aviation sector, including partnerships involving Brazil's Embraer with aircraft such as the E-175 and E-190-E2, both of which have established operational records worldwide. Program success will ultimately depend on effective infrastructure planning, workforce development, and integration of global supply chains into India's industrial ecosystem. Altitude Addicts emphasizes that execution quality will be just as important as strategic vision. In conclusion, the planned production of the Superjet 100 in India represents a high-potential initiative capable of reshaping regional aviation both domestically and internationally. It combines Russia's aerospace expertise with India's expanding manufacturing strength within a framework of strategic and economic cooperation. If completed on schedule, India could become a major hub for modern regional aircraft production. Such an outcome would strengthen aviation infrastructure, create skilled employment, and deepen technological partnerships. Nevertheless, the project's ultimate success will depend on overcoming technical, economic, and organizational challenges, including certification, workforce readiness, and sustained market demand. Should these elements align, Altitude Addicts believes the SJ-100 program could help usher in a new era of global aviation manufacturing, defined by emerging production centers and expanding international collaboration. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.